You're not gonna know this song.
Bitch, who won't know?
You know this song?
M's in my bank account.
And in my
Bitch, you know more ratchet than you. Well, I mean, as far
You are
as
more
music,
ratchet. I'm glad you sat here and admitted it.
Reel that one back.
I got 1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shooters ready to gun you down. Ready to gun you down.
That's my fucking gym
This
song.
is literally,
not for real, dog. Bro, I woke up at midnight to listen to this.
It's so funny you say that. I used to listen to Migos every morning. And now
that's a good album,
I listen to 21 Savage.
I love that album. I fucking woke up ready for that.
Literally, this is what I enjoy.
Charlamagne says he's like one of his favorite rappers, which I love to hear because people always shade Southern rappers that have that like sound. You know what I mean? But
I understand him. Like, I've listened to
sure
the whole
you do,
album.
Atlanta.
I understand him. Anyways, welcome to yet another episode of Horrible Decisions.
Hi, everybody.
This is your favorite BBC lover.
Ew,
and
that is
what?
Do not in this
What?
time and day and age. Don't fetishize.
I do. I sure do. I don't care.
But you don't want them to do it to you.
At the end of the day, we all fetishize over something, and that's my fetish. Actually, amongst other things, but I do.
Black cock is a fetish.
Big black cock. Like, bro, when I watch porn, the word black or ebony has to be in my search. I'm sorry.
Fetish?
I mean, I enjoy
Niggas
black
are a
cock.
fetish to you.
What is the problem?
All right,
I can't like big black dicks.
I'm so exhausted from today. I almost had sex. I don't have time for this.
Loverboy isn't in town.
Bitch.
So who did you almost have sex with?
So I went to the chiropractor.
Here we go. Here we go with the bullshit.
Bitch, let me tell you. So I go to... I can't say it because I'm scared y'all are going to go fuck my man. So anyway, I get this thing. I don't know what it's called, but they do like the massage. They do like the acupuncture, and then they do the chiropractor shit. Normally I go
Did you get hit by a car?
No.
Because, bitch, that's what the fuck I was going through when I went to therapy. I got those 3 things.
Yeah, well, my insurance covers it like unlimited. It's like, what, a $5 or $10 copay. But I do a lot of deadlifting, so when I'm pulling down all that weight on my back, it hurts. So plus you get a massage, hoe. So anyway... The fucking chiropractor comes in, and normally I go Tuesdays and Thursdays, and this nigga's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Bro, he comes in, 6'4", glasses, long hair, and he's like, your name is this you? I'm like,
why does everyone have a fucking accent?
Because that's the shit they made me wear.
Jesus Christ.
Now, I ain't got no panties and no drawers on, and no bra. And I was like, oh, I'm ready for this nigga. And I was all relaxed anyway because, the essential oils and shit. So he starts on my lower back, and I think he could see that, like, he's turning me on. He says to me, do you have pain in your glutes? Now, I know for a fact you can't crack my ass. There's no chiropractic shit going on here. But I was like, yeah, they hurt. Bro, he was rubbing my ass. And let me show you what he was doing. So he was pulling up the top of this jumpsuit and, like, pulling it up my ass so he could see my cheek, bitch. Tell me you wasn't moving.
Girl, you be swearing you got ass. Sit your non-having ass down.
For a white man, I do. Anyway, so he flips me over, and then he has my head between his legs. But, like, he's sitting, and he's, like, pulling my neck, but, like, touching my titties a little bit. Bro, I was so fucking turned on.
Sounds like he needs to lose his license. That's what it sounds like, bitch.
Like, I was so turned on.
Jesus Christ.
Then I'm taking my head, and he's like, can I turn your neck? Is that okay for you? Does this hurt you? And I was like, no, it feels really good, doctor.
You're terrible.
And I'm looking at his hand like, oh shit, he has no ring. So anyway, I think he just didn't know how far I wanted to go. And I was ready. You know what I'm saying? A bitch is in heat. So he said, I want you to come back on Wednesday. Let's do a follow-up, blah, blah. And I'm like fucking sweating, bitch. I'm like so turned on. He's like, I really want to see you and do some work on you. So anyway, right before I'm falling in love with this nigga, I go to the counter. And I'm like Googling chiropractor salaries in Manhattan. Some of them is coming up at $70,000, and then my pussy dried up. And I don't know.
Really, bro?
But there is one thing. I found
70,000 made your pussy dry.
70,000 to
70,000 made your pussy dry.
I have something about someone making less than me. I have a complex about it. But anyway, I looked him up. I looked up the last name origin. Come to find out, it's Israel. So if it doesn't work out with me and Loverboy, me and Dr. We'll have Jewish babies, and my father will die a happy man. Anyway, so
well, that's interesting. I'm still dickless.
Bitch, you want to go to this chiropractor?
No, however, it's Lawyer Bay's birthday.
Okay.
This weekend. He's turning 30. And, I mean, I don't know. We're talking. So we're probably going to do either a sex club or a threesome. He really wants a threesome, but me finding a girl right now is becoming impossible.
You think he earned that?
Probably not, but I want to have a threesome too. So,
okay.
And I'd rather do it with him. Like, there's a lot that we've been talking about. So, it's not like we haven't fucked before. Like, we've been talking.
When's the last time you slept with him?
Oh, God. Last time I slept with him, probably at least 2 years.
So don't fucking have a threesome with him yet. You're in your feelings about him, and then you're going to end up doing it. And even though you enjoy women, you're going to get in your head about it. I can guarantee it.
But see, I don't think I will. And I'm at this point, and me and my friend just had this
conversation. 2 years, you don't want that dick.
I just gave him oral, but it was because I'm on my period. I don't believe in fucking on my period. So we've had oral sex recently, but I'm also not going to fuck you on my period. So that just, I don't know. We'll have to see.
I'm going to be a little judgy about this. I think
you can be judgy, but at the end of the day,
no, I'm only going to say I think that you put up a little bit of a front, acting like you don't be getting in your feelings. But I think with this one, you will. I think that this is threesome territory. If you haven't fucked him in 2 years, I don't think it's worth it. I think you should enjoy him on his birthday and have a good time, whatever. If it happens, it happens. But I think you're going to be disappointed if you end up having a threesome with him. And what if you don't fuck him again for another few weeks?
Well, he's actually moving into his place, which happens to be 15 minutes away from mine. He's moving in the Bronx.
Girl, okay, had threesome.
So, you can sit here and be judgy. I know I've been in a ton of
When's the last time you were in a threesome with someone you really felt that way about?
Oh, I've never had a threesome with someone that I really have feelings for. So. We'll see. I don't know.
Who's the girl you have in mind?
That's the tough thing. So the girl that I want to bring into the threesome is the girl who I always have sex with, but she legitimately, no, the other girl, the thick bitch. But
bitch, like they all ain't thick.
They are all thick. But she genuinely doesn't like penetration. She doesn't like dick. Like she likes.
Have you had a threesome with her?
No, we've only. Oh, she's one of the ones I've ate in the club. So technically, all girl threesome. And we have had a girl and guy threesome with her, but that too was mostly oral. She doesn't like penetration.
Also, would he be good at a threesome?
Oh, the way his dick is just amazing, bro. Absolutely.
Mandy looks like she's pregnant. She's
glowing.
like
he's fucking amazing. Like, it's great. So,
amazing dick for one don't mean for all.
Well, you won't know until but he would give the pass. Like, there's niggas who I fuck who I'll be like, yeah. There's no way I would enjoy a threesome with you. Because you can't even handle me. I'm a lot to handle. So if a nigga can handle me and keep going and make me feel all types of ways, I have confidence in him doing that with too.
Right.
And most of the guys that I've had confidence with have showed the fuck out.
I'm going to give my advice. I think you should set the precedent and hold that threesome out a little bit. Because you got enough sex game that he going to have a good fucking birthday anyway. I think you should hold that shit back a little bit. Let him earn it just a little bit. Just try it with this one. I know you like it too, dude. Trust me. I love threesomes, and I feel like I'm always having them like whenever I want. And always,
but see, you always have them. I don't, and he's never had one.
Yeah, but you really like him.
So?
Connect with him first.
Bro, I've known him for 3 years.
But you ain't fucking again too.
What?
Fine.
Like, it's not like he's someone new.
Have a threesome, bro.
We've already fucked, and I know him.
Do you want him to, would you want something serious with him?
We've already been talking about that, absolutely.
Let him learn the threesome, dog.
There's a lot of things you don't know, about where his mind is with that.
Right,
so,
fine. I'm just saying, let him
whatever.
learn.
Anyway, do you want to go ahead and get into the kink of the week?
I do, and it's only because I already said I would let someone shit on me for 50 G's. I already know I'm gonna get super judged, but
what is this? Mind you guys, she picked the kink this week, and I don't know what it is.
I mainly picked the kinks, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah. So, I wanted to figure out what the fetish with this was because after I saw this woman on the train, I started getting more and more turned on. And I looked up what it would be called. And I hope I'm not saying it wrong, macrophilia. And it's a pregnancy fetish.
It's so funny. I just looked this up.
It's seen by individuals or cultures as erotic phenomenon. It may involve a sexual attraction to people lactating or who are pregnant or appear pregnant. Listen, I don't know what happened, but I saw this bitch on the train. She was fine as shit. And her titties were, super full. And her stomach wasn't, crazy big. And, I would have totally fucked her right then and there. And then I was, looking at Pornhub. And I didn't look at it, but I almost typed in PREG. And I was like, bruh, you tripping, dog. You better look up pregnant bitches. And then I just was freaking out. But there's this girl, I got to read her name on Instagram. She's doing like a lot of like breastfeeding shoots. And like, I'm just getting really turned on by moms right now, bro. I don't know what the fuck is going on with me. Her name is Raquel Santaolalla, RaquelSanTolaya. Look at this fucking picture of her, bro. I mean, fine as fuck. Ugh.
Now,
okay.
I know y'all have probably never heard me quiet for that long since we started the show.
Shit.
First off, nope. Like, she's trying to show me these pictures and I'm not even looking.
Oh my God, I hate myself.
I legitimately, like, a bitch would have to have like a 10-year-old for me to want to fuck her. Like, once my friends even get pregnant, I no longer want to eat their pussy.
Why?
If a friend of mine has a baby recently, like, there's girls that I fucked who have recently had kids, and I probably will never eat your pussy again. Just the thought of it, I don't know. I don't want a vagina that a baby came out
pussy,
of.
Bro.
I get that, but it's a baby thing. Maybe I just have a thing. I really don't even like kids, but to think of a whole, no, bro. It's so weird.
Oh
when
God.
any of my friends have like toddlers or little children, their sex appeal goes away from me.
Oh my God.
It just does. Like, to the point where I don't even want to see them dressed up as hoes anymore. It's like, you're a fucking mom.
Oh my God, stop. You're going too far.
I don't give
You're
a
going
fuck.
too far. Moms can be sexy.
They can, sure. But I don't want to fuck them. Sorry.
Just
I'm not
because your
into
mom
MILFs.
does not mean you can't fucking dress like a skank if you want to. You can own your shit. Would you eat Amber Rose's pussy? Just curious. She's got
Sebastian is how old?
Bro, you lying. I don't even believe you.
That's fine. You can sit here and not believe me.
I heard you just said when we were talking about the bush you would fucking eat her pussy.
Not even with a bush. I don't like bushy pussies. We've talked about that.
Bro, there's no way you
Please go back and listen to that episode. I don't like hair on pussies. And I don't like pussies that just shot out babies.
Bro.
So to me, the whole a girl being pregnant, no, bro, that's not something that attracts me. It may attract somebody else. And I know men who talk about pregnant pussy being extra wet. They love fucking pregnant bitches.
Do you
which
find
to me is
Beyonce
weird.
attractive?
She's Beyonce.
So you wouldn't eat Beyonce's pussy?
No, and she just had twins? Oh, God. Jesus Christ, no.
Bro, you wild.
No, bro. No, that's not for me.
They could just stitch that shit up. I'll be right on it.
Oh, my God.
Beyonce's pussy?
That's fine. You could sit here and have her ride your face.
Beyonce's ass after she went to Taco Bell. That's how fine Beyonce is to me.
Well, that's fine.
You tripping.
To me, I'm just not turned on by girls that have babies.
Get flooded and niggas saying you wouldn't eat Beyonce's pussy.
I don't give a fuck.
Bro, you wildin'.
I'll eat Rihanna's, but she might be pregnant right now, so I gotta hold out on that. Like,
hold on, wait. You wouldn't eat Rihanna's pussy if she had a 1-year-old?
No, Rihanna would have after 7. I think maybe like, bro, and I can't see the kid because then it reminds me you shot a kid out your vagina.
But your friend that you were fucking that you mentioned to me,
which one? That just had a kid that I haven't fucked since she had a kid? Yeah,
bro, you wild.
I haven't fucked any of my friends that have kids. I swear to God.
All right.
That's why they're all strippers. And like,
you getting pregnant, dog. You getting pregnant. It's coming.
Who getting pregnant?
Karma works this way.
Girl,
you gonna get pregnant by Lori Bray in the middle of the
That's fine, and I told you I'm pro-choice, and he got the money and abortion for me. The fuck?
Oh, Jesus.
This is why I have protected sex, because I am about to be 27 years old.
One of our tips should be swallowing, because this conversation's tearing to a bad turn.
I'm just saying. Okay, well, before we get into the horrible decision this week, you have a home mail you wanted to read?
Yeah, we have a question from a listener.
Holla.
She wrote me on Instagram.
Sorry, guys. Wait, real quick. I guess I'll sit here. I don't want to offend any of you guys with kids. You just can't sit on my face. That's all.
A bitch farted on her face.
And her kid was like 10. She did have a kid.
Oh, my God.
But, bro, that was in the middle of a foursome. The fuck? Like,
I'm just saying, happened. You could have a fart, but you can't have clean pussy that had a kid 3 years ago?
3 years now. That's why I said maybe 7+.
Dog, you wildin' out.
That's fine.
Subject is my sexy back. This girl actually wrote me on Instagram, was like, can y'all please read my email? I was like,
so girl, we got you, girl. We got you. What's the email? Read it all.
Hey, ladies. Love your podcast. Y'all are my besties in my head. I'm 26. I was in a relationship from 19 to 25. We made the mistake of moving in together while we were young, and things just got bad relationship-wise and boring as far as sex. We hardly have sex anymore. Before him, I could make booty call, no problem, tell a guy when I wanted it. I used to give my ex ham jobs in the front room while my parents were in the bedroom. I had no inhibitions, but now I can't even bring myself to initiate sex. Now we live apart and we're slowly getting back to having sex regularly, but usually only if he initiates it. I hate that part because I'm so horny much more now and I miss out because I don't vocalize shit. Since listening to your podcast, I've realized I'm much more open when it comes to sex. I feel like I'm on the brink of a sexual reawakening or something, but my mental's holding me back. Question is, how do I go about reclaiming my sexuality? How do I get back to that free-spirited girl I used to be? How can I get out of my hurt in my head without being upfront and get back to being upfront with my want and needs? Side note, once we get into sex, I'm nasty as fuck, but I got to get there first. Help, horribly yours. I don't know if she wants her name said.
Okay.
Immediately, she made me think of
I figured you would probably have some advice for this other than
like immediately. Yeah. Like when she said that she used to be able to do things and this and that, and now they barely have sex. You're just thinking about all the shit he does to you and you'll never get over it and you're not going to want sex with him. Like, it's just subconscious, dude. I'm telling you, this is something that's super personal, but I'm only going to share it with you guys because it'll show you how much your mental is connected to your sex life. I was dating someone that was emotionally, physically abusive, just tearing me down all the time, and I literally felt pain, like sharp pains during sex. I went and got pelvic floor therapy. I think I might have mentioned it a little bit with Dr. Kim. And they take this like they make electromagnetic waves and it goes through your vagina to loosen the muscles. Like, it was so tight, the gynecologist was like, I can't even put my hand inside of you. Months later, we broke up. Still doing therapy. During the therapy, it was very hard to have sex with him. The first nigga I fucked after him, completely, like, I couldn't believe I could have sex. I was crying in the bathroom. I was so happy. I didn't feel any pain. I was super wet. I was so excited. I was like, it was amazing. And it's because it was him. All of that pain and the cheating and the hurt was associated with him. And it's like, it fucking happened with my vagina. Yeah, when you're already having sex, or he was like already trying to go down on me, like, okay, you're into it, but you got to be physically, I mean, you have to be mentally attracted to someone too. That's what makes you want to fuck him.
Right. Well, also, if it's not that, I feel like being that they were together from 19 to 25, that's also a lot of times where you have the self-exploration of, you know, what we call the hoe phase. And I feel like she possibly hasn't gotten to have that and have the different partners and know maybe what she wants. And just like she says, she has a problem expressing maybe.
But she said she didn't before. I think it's just him. She did say, like, she was able to do this before.
Yeah, but she also said that she's not open sexually, and there's things that she wants to try, and she doesn't know how to vocalize that.
The other thing, too, she said that they're living apart. Now they're broken up. I think she's thinking too much. To me, that's what it is. I think when you start thinking and you're all in your head about it, it's very hard to initiate sex if you're not all the way happy in your personal relationship with that person.
But it's also where you see yourself going, because it could just be that because they were living together, there were so many things that turned them off about each other living together.
Right.
That it was, so it didn't have to be what he was physically doing wrong to her. It doesn't have to be like cheating or anything that you were going through with you know, but from her thing and maybe from his, because she said that he would not have sex. They wouldn't have sex unless he initiated it.
That's how it's going right now, right?
So to
but
me,
she said, how do I get over that hurt?
So to me, it's probably like maybe those, the emotions are gone, and now it maybe just is we're going to fuck when I guess I want to fuck. And then it could just be that the 6 years of living together, maybe he saw things that turned him off about her.
Well, he's the one who's initiating it. I wrote a few things down that I think will help. You said you want to get your sexy back, and this is just like with or without him. I think masturbating helps you really get in your zone a lot. I make an effort to masturbate. It makes me feel sexy. It makes me feel good, relaxed. Like, I could fuck over and over again if I masturbate even that day. Actually, my coworker made a joke with me today. He's like A-Guard from No Chaser podcast. He said, bruh, like, I already know when you masturbate for the day. Like, you come in so chill. He's like, you fucking clearly haven't had an orgasm because you mad on edge today. Like, it totally releases all those endorphins. You fucking feel good. I walk down the street different when I fucking come.
Yeah, well, I mean, I do it every night to go to bed. It puts me to sleep.
Yeah, but some people don't. I think dressing up, too, helps a lot. I like to have sex and initiate sex a lot when I know I have nice-ass fucking lingerie underneath and I'm feeling sexy. Also, if you're...
not only that, just keeping yourself up. When you get your lashes done, your nails and toes done, your hair fresh, you want a nigga to see that shit.
Right.
And it turns you on to know that you feel your best.
So if y'all are just kicking it, you know, come over, come eat, let's watch TV. Maybe you are doing that every time. Yeah.
Put some makeup on then,
Also, I don't know if you've ever been the aggressor in the relationship. I know that you said you used to initiate it with other people, but if you've never, ever been the aggressor in the relationship with him, I don't know if you ever really will. Like, if it's just you're complacent. To me, it sounds like you need a new nigga.
That's what it sounds like. Absolutely. Like, it sounds like it's run its course and it's time for you to move on.
I did take, when I was in that relationship and kind of like feeling weird about sex, I did look up like natural pills to take to get myself wetter and like more excited and like shit with estrogen in it. And honestly, like that shit worked nothing. Like when I met that new nigga, a fucking doorman at a goddamn club.
Yeah. Oh, bitch. I remember him.
Oh, God, girl. Fine as shit. Laid the hype.
And
of course, we know he did because he fucked one of my old roommates. Hilarious. So let's get into our horrible decision, which is our top 10 tips for sucking a great dick.
I think this is going to be good. For many things, clearly, like I even mentioned the last episode, oral sex is sex. And a lot of guys actually prefer it sometimes over vaginal penetration.
Oh my God. Yes. Let me read you this. Kaz Fax posted today. I sent this to Loverboy in a fucking thing. Pick one. No head for the rest of the year or no sex for the rest of the year. I already knew what he was going to say. And then he wrote me back and said no sex.
Yeah, niggas like head.
Oh, bitch, let me tell you. See, this is how I knew I should have gave tips. Read me what he wrote me back.
He said, if all the girls would suck a dick like you, the world would be such a better place. Isn't that cute?
Bitch, you have to learn how to suck a dick and niggas will talk to you like this. I'm telling you.
No, absolutely.
When you got good head game, I feel like you can conquer the world, bruh. So I asked.
And you can kind of get whatever you like. Niggas love a good blowjob.
Honestly, like there's anytime I really want something to happen, I suck a dick. I actually asked 2 people I've slept with for the best things that I've done during oral sex, male and female, and put these tips together. I sent them to Mandy to go through and see if there was anything she wanted to add it, but these are what I thought were the top 10 things that make blowjobs amazing. I think it's not only the technique, but how you're feeling about it, and I hope you guys enjoy this. So let's start with number 1.
Number 1 is, and I guess I could talk about this. This is good. If you hate doing it, they'll notice. And I think this is funny because if you listen to the Passport Cuddy episode, she definitely mentioned that she doesn't like giving head, but she'll do it. And guys know. Guys will sit here and just be like, all right, baby girl, just come up. Because they can definitely tell.
Oh,
and I don't think you'd notice. Like, so if you're a good actor, if you don't like giving head, if you can act for the 4 minutes that you're sucking his dick, that you absolutely love it, it turns them on even more.
Oh my God.
Like, I've had so many guys come to me and be like,
you love sucking dick.
You love sucking dick. That's why I feel so good. And I know it is. It's because you enjoy doing it.
So that kind of comes into number 2 is eye contact and enthusiasm. I have not met a man yet that doesn't go crazy when I look them in the eyes when I suck their dick. Enthusiasm, I be smiling when I fucking pull the dick out of my mouth and there's spit all over my face. I be smiling at niggas and blowing fucking kisses and they're like spit bubbles. I fucking love it. If they know that you're excited about it, there's nothing better than knowing someone is happy to please you.
And I don't know if you've dealt with it, but there's actually quite a few. I hate to say quite a few guys I've sucked. But
I suck dick a lot.
I suck dick, but they actually enjoy seeing my eyes water. So looking up at them,
mascara running, bro.
Oh my God, not the mascara. I do waterproof mascara. I don't like looking messy or like, I just don't. But definitely the eyes watering. They want to see that I'm possibly struggling with the size of their dick.
Oh my God,
strokes their ego. So
number 3, don't rush. I think this is a big deal because when I first was given head, I would have a lot of, because I knew how to do it really well, right? Like how to make a nigga come. And I just was so hype about it. And they'd be like, whoa,
slow down.
I think that a lot of people forget to tease men and women. I barely put my mouth on it sometimes. I blow on it. I like to do the inner thighs. I like licking nipples sometimes. I was just about to say,
surprisingly, and this is something that you could possibly have as a conversation prior. There's quite a bit of men who have that nipple sensation.
Yeah.
And so even if you just reach up, like lick your fingers and reach up with one hand and kind of play with their nipple while you're sucking their dick, yep, their nipples get hard just like us.
Dog, it's wild. Another thing I noticed, I asked today, Loverboy, I said, what do you like that I do? And the first thing he said is, when you spit on my dick real slow. And I know it's because he likes to fucking watch the spit. I like the same shit. When you watch it fucking come from your mouth and it's like all dribbling down and shit, it's fucking sexy to me. Yeah,
they do like that.
Then leads into this. I think this is actually the most important one. I don't know why. This is how I know I make niggas come just like this.
So it's funny because you're about to say this, but I guess, go ahead. Say it and I have something to say about it.
I wrote down in all caps, and I'm going to put this on our Instagram so you guys have it. Hands, hands, hands.
Which I will say. So I was talking to, this is two guys actually. One that I've personally had, and then one that we're just talking, who we're actually going to have on the show. King Noir. He's like a fetish guy.
I think I've seen his page. Okay.
He's into, the adult lifestyle. And we talked about it. And he actually said he doesn't like so much hands. He likes mouth. So he likes...
Yeah, I mean, you don't want a hand job, but I think for getting the hands, it's a whole different sensation.
But I think, too, what girls have to realize is when you're going to use your hands, whether it's one or two...
Keep your mouth on it.
Definitely don't turn it into a hand job. So you still have to suck the head, and you still have to do the sucking motion and just use your hands for the bottom of the shaft. Like,
read what he said. Read it out loud.
He said, when you make him as he's stroking with both hands while the tip is in your mouth. Well, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
But people forget that. You have to stroke and have the dick in your mouth.
Yeah, and still go with the sucking motions and still spit. It's a lot of work. By the way, Jesus Christ, now that I'm thinking of it, it's a lot of fucking work.
It is a job. It is a blow job. They don't call it a job for nothing. When you are using your hands, I've noticed men that are uncircumcised love... like the foreskin, like moving a little bit, like up
can't
and down.
Help with this. Can't help with this, guys.
Bro, you tripping?
I'm not.
Number 5. You want to read it?
So number 5, and this is a good one. So it's talk dirty. So to me, while you're down there, while you're spitting, maybe as you so people always, how can you talk and suck dick at the same time? So there's an art to this, and you're not doing it at the same time. Goddammit!
I'm a Picasso.
I'm just saying. So as you're spitting on it, as you're looking into his eyes, mind you, you can do all of this shit that we're giving to you. Do all of it at once.
Right.
But as you're spitting on it, as you're looking into his eyes, like tell him, like, do you like how I do this? And, is it wet enough for you? Or
the question is at the end, actually. I like to give compliments.
See?
I like to say your dick tastes so good. Oh, my God, you're so big. I love the way you taste, blah, blah, blah.
I definitely like to comment on the size.
I like to tell them I like how my face feels when it's messy like this.
I like for a guy, personally, to give me direction. So
I like that, too.
I'll literally ask, tell me where you want me to go. And that's really so I could get him to tell me he want me to lick his ass. But I'll tell him, like, what do you want me to do next? I definitely encourage them to talk.
A lot of people, I think, are uncomfortable with talking, but it's funny because the people I've noticed that, like, Loverboy is very quiet. He'll say very few things to me.
I hate a quiet fuck.
Bro, he says, it's my pussy, and where's my dick? In my ass. He loved it. I swear to God. Where is it? In my ass. Whose pussy? Okay. And then
that's 24/7. That's about what he talks
I don't
to.
Talk, I could tell me talking. Oh my God! Sometimes I talk and he has to pull his dick out of me and start eating my pussy. Like I enjoy
the talking. So, and to me, it's while doing it, it makes them feel again the whole time you're stroking the fuck out of their ego. Like, and so that's what you're doing with the compliments, like you said, and even the simple thing of making them feel like they're in charge. Like, tell me what you want me to do. Lick your balls. 24/7.
It's funny because that in charge thing, it's number 6 is, I think it's, a blowjob could be great when you're submissive or dominant.
Yeah, so it can go both ways.
That dick.
Because I'm not going to lie, like, not Loverboy, Jesus, but 24/7, he'll, like, tell me, like, go to the next ball. See if you could put both in your mouth now. Come back. Like, he's very directive, like, when he'll like, or he'll just straight lift his fucking dick up. Like, all right, get off the dick and go down to the balls. Like, so even without saying words, but I think ironically,
they'll lead into it.
Communicating while your mouth is full is actually a great thing to do.
I love it. There's nothing sexier when that nigga tells me, my pussy, I miss the taste of your pussy. Your pussy tastes so good. I'd be like, what'd you say? Number 6, I felt like was important after I read that email, and it is don't wait for him to ask.
Yeah.
I think offering blowjobs, offering anything, male, female, if he's coming to just eat your pussy randomly, I think it is the sexiest shit. I love doing it in the car. This is the first dude I've dated in New York with a car, bitch. That shit's exciting.
See, and I'm too scared for my life to sit here and try to suck dick in New York traffic.
Bitch, I love sucking dick in
It's
the car.
way too dangerous. Like, I get heart attacks just being in the back seat of these cars. Like, no, bro. I'm not going to sit here and force another distraction to you while my life is in your hands. I just
love
don't
knowing
know.
that people
in
are
Florida,
staring at your fucking
in
O
Florida,
face.
in Georgia, and all these other... Oh, yeah. I love Roadhead. Love Roadhead. New York, you can miss me with that shit.
Let me tell you how trifling I am in my mind, right? He had just bought me something, and I was like super excited about it. And so I said, you know what? Let me suck his dick to make him feel good. And this is my thank you. So we were on 40th, and I remember this because I looked up at the street and I said, how fast can you make him come? Right? And I was like, are you gonna turn? He was like, no, I'm just gonna go up. I was like, bitch, let's see how fast you can make this nigga come. And when I looked up, I am so proud to say we were only on 46th Street. Bitch.
Well, there is a lot of traffic in New York, so that doesn't say much.
Shut your goddamn mouth, bitch. Read number 7.
Okay, so number 7. This is true to probably every single dick I've sucked.
How many were you?
Yep, don't know the number. The wetter, the better.
Yeah.
So, ladies, and there was actually a trick that model boy gave me.
I have one too. What's yours?
Before we even started, he gave me a piece of gum.
Mine is totally different.
So he gave me a piece of gum, and that's to get your saliva going, like your mouth. When you're chewing a piece of gum, especially depending on the brand, like your mouth salivates more. So while we were sitting there,
this nigga's nasty.
Oh, he was ready. So like, bitch had a piece of gum ready, and then I was chewing while he was making me sniff the fucking poppers. Oh, he had it.
Bro,
he's a fucking freak. So
if you guys don't, I don't know if you're a new listener, but if you don't know what poppers are, look them up. It's not cocaine, because she just said sniff, and everybody probably like, damn, no,
it's like leather cleaner apparently, but it's to relax your muscles.
My trick was from a porn star, Marie Love, and she told me that if you ever need spit, you need to get spit out if it's getting too dry. You let it hit the back of your throat. You just take it all the way in your mouth, and immediately you like you regurgitate.
Ugh.
And all this. You don't like gagging?
I hate gagging.
I love gagging, bitch.
24/7 likes to make me gag.
I would love to start a poll.
I hate gagging, but I'm a pleaser. So if a guy like literally wants to see me gag, I'll do it. But deep down inside, I fucking hate that shit.
Really?
I fucking hate it. 1, I almost can't fucking breathe. And 2, while I'm sucking dick, probably tasting pre-cum, I don't want to taste throw up in my mouth at the same time.
Okay, I've never tasted throw up.
I have.
But you have to give the signal, like, I tap out. Actually, I had a session that was so good.
I don't fucking like gagging.
Bro, I came so hard. This was not sex. It was right before I left Europe. I'm laid on the bed. My head is kind of leaned off the bed. He's standing up. Dick is like, I mean, there's spit dripping down like my chest. It's almost going up my nose, bro. It's so hot. And every time I was like feeling like I was about to throw up or I couldn't breathe, it's just like I did this tap out kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
And you get the hint, but you do have to breathe through or hold your breath. Like
bitch, 24, bitch. When a nigga do, I be punching the shit out of them.
Really?
Hell yeah! Or I hit the fuck out of their chest. What the fuck are you doing?
I like my hair grabbed and shit. I like the gagging.
And see, but I always like, because even when I have a guy fuck my mouth, like if they're standing up or whatever, like I'll like hold their ass cheeks and shit, like to where I'm still controlling them fucking my mouth. Like I hate to feel like I'm like, I can't breathe, bro. Like I actually like to feel like I'm in charge while I'm sucking the dick. And I don't want to sit here and die.
I like either or. And you just said you like when they give you directions. So it's
I do like direction, but not to gag. That's like you're telling me to die.
It can be.
And I don't want to die while giving dick. Like while giving dick, while giving head. I just
but you gave that too.
Fuck out of here. Okay, so the next one is something that I actually just said. Don't forget the balls, and maybe the ass.
I think we forget all of the other parts of a blowjob. And that's why
I don't. But I think a lot of you listeners probably do. So you have the head.
Right.
You have the shaft, which guys, if it's a big one, you can actually just take it out and run your lips along the shaft. Guys apparently like that too.
What?
So if you can't fit the whole dick in your mouth, you can nibble and kiss along the shaft.
Dude, I do this thing where I don't even want to say it because it's not going to be for everybody, but my nigga like it. I take the dick and sometimes like smile and like let my teeth almost like I rub it and it's like they feel something different. Like if you take your fingers and you like try to brush your teeth just closed, right? Just feeling it like that. Oh my God. Like just anything different, bro. I switch it up all the time.
24/7 actually asked me to bite it one time.
So I was actually going to include nibbling, but I didn't want someone to take it too far. But
yeah,
you have to really be an expert at
like,
it's just like
to
nibbling
bite down
a nipple.
on it. Yeah. And again, guys, I would definitely, if you're going to go down to the ass.
Well, that has to do with number 10. Let's just.
Well, that's 10, but I would say if you're going to be in the balls, like, you'll know. To me, if you're going underneath the balls,
expressive.
You'll know. They're very expressive if, bitch, you done gone too low.
You know, I watched Sex in the City last night. I actually watched it to go to sleep. I wanted to bring this up because I was shocked. So, there's an episode where Miranda gets her ass licked. They called it Tuckus Lingus. And they're all laughing about it. And Samantha said, oh, I don't know why you didn't let him do it to you. I love it. And she was like, yeah, me too, but I would never do it back. And Samantha said, never. And I'm like, bitch.
Samantha said never?
Samantha said she would never do it. And I was like, wow. And then Charlotte says, you wouldn't? So, I mean, whatever. I'm not explaining Sex and the City roles. But anyway, long story short, it just blew my mind because someone who is so open and progressive about sex, and it was my first I've ever seen person that was kind of like me, even as a kid.
Was Samantha, like, yeah.
She was like, no. And I really think it has nothing to do with how kinky you are. I think it's just really like, can I do this or not?
It's a mental thing. Yeah. Absolutely.
To me, I'm not going to front. I couldn't do it before, honestly, up until maybe 2 or 3 years ago.
I mean, but that's the thing. Like, mentally, there's things, like, I'm fucking filthy. Clearly, we've talked about it. I think the listeners get it. I still have yet and will not fuck on my period. A lot of people find that to be natural. Not nasty, not filthy, not kinky. Like, bitch, you're fucking on your period. To me, it's one of the most, like, ugh. Like, I could never see myself doing such. Licking ass, clearly. Pissing on people, clearly. Taking a fart in my face, clearly. But fucking on my period, no. You can, fuck no.
So rim jobs, I've always felt can be sexy. I think there's like a time and place thing. They're not every blowjob I give, but like.
Hell no.
Oh, that nigga, that last time I was, bitch, took my hair, lifted the dick and his balls up.
And
like,
want you to, yeah.
You know where the fuck you going.
Oh, no. I know when niggas like start spreading their legs a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. You get the signal.
You'll get the signal if they want their ass licked.
There is a space between the balls and the ass.
It's called the gooch.
And it's not
called the gooch.
But it like drives dudes crazy. I like to flick my tongue there, and then I always like notice if they're uncomfortable, then they don't want me to go down more.
Yeah.
Number 9 is I think a really important one. And I'm glad I include this because I feel like you will never talk about this during a blowjob.
It's very important.
The aesthetics. Now, for example, let's say that he's on the couch and you're on your knees on the floor. Maybe, I don't know, come up a little bit, let him see your titties. Or if you're on the couch, like adjacent to him, arch your back. I think like giving men who actually, you could have people in the room, who knows, but giving that view is like so important.
Very important.
I like to sometimes like take my hand and touch myself. Like niggas love watching that shit. In the car when I was sucking his dick recently on the way to the airport, I took his fingers, put them in my mouth, and made him start touching my pussy. And next thing you know, he came before the light turned green. But it was like a fucking big deal. Dudes love that shit. It's all about...
Absolutely.
Blowjobs have... I mean, oral sex, period. It's like so much about what's going on. Dude, when I see a dude jerking off when they eat my pussy, I'm like...
It's so funny because you'll know kind of as well, like, for our listeners who have boyfriends or have steady fuck buddies, you know the part that your partner likes. So, like, Lawyer Bay loves my tits. So when I was giving him a blowjob,
you knew what to do.
He asked me, he was like, pull your tits out. Like, so I unzipped my sports bra because, I came from the gym. But I, like, unzipped my sports bra and he just liked seeing my tits there by his dick. And then 24/7, he's a super, like, arch your ass. He's a huge ass man.
He tells you to arch your ass?
He'll be like, or like, put me in a direction to where he could actually see my ass. Or what I'll do is, if we're on the bed, normally we're not even in, like, we'll start in the living room or wherever the fuck we're at, we'll start. Like, I just pretty much, yeah. And he'll, like, even position my body so that he can see my silhouette or my body while I'm sucking his dick. So he doesn't ever like me straight on in front of him. He'll want me on the side of him so that he can grab my ass and play with me.
And it's so funny how noticeable that is. I try to, like, make my blowjob so perfect that, like, niggas don't know what to say. Number 10. Number 10, guys. Ask questions. This I wanted to put in two ways. I wanted to make it sexy questions because you don't know what the fuck you're doing, and consensual questions. So, sexy questions, right? Are questions that you know the answer to. You like it when your dick is in my mouth, don't you? You like when I spit on it, don't you? You like that spit on your dick. You're so nasty. Do you like when I lick your balls? You like when I'm a little slag? Questions. Those are all questions that you know the answer to. I like the questions of dumb questions, right? Now, this to me is for women that don't know if they're really giving a good blowjob. I think asking someone what you want what they want is an easy way of showing your spirit. I think or desire to please them. Yeah. So that's how they can take it. Absolutely. So. And I was really confused. Like, I remember with my first guy that was uncircumcised, and I asked a lot of questions. He was like crazy into it. I was just like, do you want me to start up here? Like, do you like it when I go faster? Yeah, say that shit's sexy. Do you want it slower? Like, do you like when I grab it like this? And like all kinds of shit. And I think someone will play along with it, tell you you're doing good if they want you to shut the fuck up. Like, just try it out. But I think it's great to ask someone what they want. That makes me feel good during sex. You want to be fucked hard, don't you? Yep. The last one is consent. Yes. I think this is actually really important to do, maybe even prior to engaging in a relation. Like, and this can go just through sexting. You can kind of talk about maybe things they'll allow or things they like or things they don't like. I wouldn't ask. Okay. I do. The reason I don't like to ask this all the time before, back to a Sex and the City episode, something to just reference. There was an episode where this guy like dirty talk with Miranda, and she couldn't do it. He's like, "How's my dick feel?" She's like, "Hard," like doesn't know what to say, like a rock. Like she was super confused. Once she got into it, he's like, "Tell me what I like. Tell me what I like you to do." She's like, "You love it when I bite your nipples and when I lick your balls, and you love it when you have a finger in your ass." I remember that episode. Hearing it freaked him out. Why I go back to that is because I think asking a man sometimes, like, "Do you like a finger in your ass?" I don't really know. If they're there's and they not don't know how you're going to respond. You could, but so, like I've said on a lot of... Now, I'm not saying surprise, but I'm going to tell you how I do it. I would say to do gradual. Right. And a lot of guys, if they're excited about fucking you and you guys are maybe either fucking for a long time and looking to explore, or this is your first time fucking, this works every single time. Every single time, and I deal with black men, so clearly this isn't a typical question. Let me see if I was the same. I'll literally start, like, we'll talk about head, and I'll, ask, you start off basic. So you eat pussy, you suck dick? Yes. Okay, check. Then you go, so do you like your balls licked? Then I'll literally go, so you like your ass licked? And literally from the ass lick, if they'll be like, yeah, I like a tongue there. What about a finger? And you'll either get I've never tried it, but I'm into it. Or they'll be like, man, ain't no shit going in my goddamn asshole, bro. And you get one or two responses. And that's it. Yeah. They don't seem off put by it. They're just like, I've had guys ask me, you into that shit? Like, and I'll sit there and say, like, I've done it before. I enjoy pleasing guys. Like, I like guys that are comfortable. And they'll just literally be like, well, nah, that's not for me. And you can move on. Or there are guys that maybe are curious. Like the email we had last show. He was curious about the prostate play. So he would have been the type to lead on. So he would have been the type to be like, I've never done it, but it's something I'll try. I'll try anything once. Right. So to ask does not hurt. The reason I was going to say it's hard for me to ask is because I don't really particularly have a lot of conversations about sex before I choose someone to fuck me. I'm a little more traditional in that sense. Like, dudes don't really have naked pictures of me before they fuck me. Ever. Like, very once in a, like, blue. If they're not in the same city and we do some shit like that, maybe. But when I'm dating, I want you to see that shit for yourself first. I don't want to just, like, I don't know. Something about it, it's weird. As open as I am, I don't care if it's first date, third date, but, like, normally it's after sex is when I start sexting. But what I do, if I'm really ready for something like that, I start on the balls. I've never really had anyone that didn't like that, but I've said, can I go lower? And then I take my finger and I'll lick or I'll either press, and I ask them if it's okay. And I ask them, like, can I do more? And they'll be like, no, that's good. Or like,
I don't
stick it in there, but
to me, I wouldn't even
touch it.
I wouldn't even press my finger against
now,
an
if you
ass
say
without
lower.
asking. To me, that's not clear enough.
Touching an asshole is different
to
from
me, it's
putting
not clear
a finger
enough. They could be thinking under their balls.
Nah, bro. When I'm like, under your balls, I say, can I go lower? I feel like you know it's your asshole. I mean, that's just me. But, yeah, I don't know. I guess it's up to you. Whatever you're comfortable with.
Whatever you're comfortable with,
for sure. And the thing is, though, to be honest, when you even get to the balls sometimes, though, you notice when someone's comfortable because they're like, how far is this bitch going to go? So if someone's closing their legs on me like that, then I won't. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I really wanted to do this because someone I know has been teasing about my mom saying, my daughter's the dick-sucking champ. And, yeah, I really wanted to give tips because I feel like I gave horrible blowjobs and I feel like I'm really good at what I do. And I just wanted to share that with the world. And if I ever get fired, I might just start sucking dick.
Yeah.
Going 1 through 10, looking at my list while the dick's in my mouth, like, hey, let me look in your eye. I think we may have to rush through this, but we never get to do vanilla shit anymore. And I just wanted to go.
I mean, we have 10 minutes. Yeah,
I wanted to go through this because I have been seeing a lot of these things on my feed. It's kind of exhausting, but I recently saw a girl. She's got 2 kids, and she posted her husband and some texts in his phone with this girl, and she was like, this nigga ain't shit. Now, screenshot it, send it to my homegirl, Shay, because we know the girl. And I said, bitch, you know she gonna be with that nigga next week. And she was like, exactly. So, oh my God. I was just saying her name and she's calling. That's so crazy. Anyway, we were laughing about it, and I thought to myself, but for real though, isn't she gonna be with him next week? Why are you even going to put him on blast like that? What satisfaction do we get from the public shaming? So there's a website I saw called she'sahomewrecker.com that encourages wives and girlfriends to expose their women that their partners cheated with, full name, location, photograph, and in some cases, even their phone numbers and addresses. It says, they say if you can't beat them, join them. But we say if you can't beat them, expose them. Don't forget to include photos. We, in capital letters, love to publish the mistresses who are driving you mad. The site also has a Facebook page with over 250,000 fans where women who suspect their partners seek cheating advice and justify retaliating. I think this is disgusting.
I was about to say this, like
but the you entire time. That's why you thought that.
The entire time you're reading it, I'm rolling my eyes.
It's disgusting.
One, because first off, I don't agree at all with putting your business in public.
Right.
I never have with anyone who I've dealt with, whether we be on good terms or bad. There's certain things that I think just shouldn't go on social media. I also feel like that just kind of pushes the agenda for the woman to approach the woman when it's like, if you don't want you need to approach the man.
Right.
The man is who you need to be approaching. It's not the woman, because there are a lot of times where women don't know who the fuck you are.
Right.
The guys do lie. And these guys do live, could be in separate lives, separate agendas, all of this stuff. So to blast the woman and make her seem this way, you don't even know the whole situation.
I think it's okay too. I'm going to be real. If she knows about you, or if she acknowledges she knows about you want to cuss her out and beat her ass, I'm okay with that. I'll be honest with you. If you feel the need to do some shit like that and it happens, you see a bitch out, whatever. I'm not going out of my way. I'm going to be honest. If I'm getting cheated on by my husband, to be vindictive in the sense of posting you online, shit like that. But if I see you at the club, I might whip your ass. But that's just you can't sometimes. I'm a petty person though. But I also think that it looks stupid on your part to post your husband, what he's doing, leave him. Did that really make you feel that much better?
Absolutely. I don't know if you guys are following Mike Vick and Delicia Cordon, I believe her name is. Basically, she caught her.
Why does she sound familiar?
She used to fuck with Mayweather, does clothes, all that stuff.
Oh, she caught him. It's not Mike Vick.
Mike Vick's brother.
Oh, that's his brother.
Yeah, it's his brother. So she caught him cheating with an escort.
I'm so
talked
annoyed with her.
About how his dick is little and said he had herpes, and put this all on social media
with that nigga,
and then was just with him during training camp.
No,
and it's just
was going
what?
In.
Like, why?
And she's pretty and got her own brand and shit. But I mean, again, and I'm going to be a little bit shady here. Do you want to give up that lifestyle in your mansion and your car, or do your clothes pay for that? And so I think sometimes women make the choice like that. And so to me, if you aren't ready to step out and be independent and live your own life and take your kid and do your own thing, or do you want to give up these flashy things, then shut the fuck up. Like, absolutely. I was very bothered by that. I thought it made her look so fucking
She looked
foolish.
so stupid. Like, she looked so stupid.
Oh, absolutely. And she know it. God,
absolutely. Because I ain't gonna lie. Gabrielle Union, they had a whole baby on her, and she ain't sit there and look any type of bitter, any type of dumb, any type of felt like she had to address anything. And it's still with Dwayne Wade and took their little holiday pictures and kept it going.
And I think that speaks to the woman too.
Absolutely.
I mean, Gabrielle is like queen
and Gabrielle Union ain't a fucking Instagram model or anything like that.
Right.
She's an established actress who's been doing this for 20 years now.
Right. And then what's great about it is like make this decision to leave him or not.
Or not. But don't sit here and drag your partner
for putting us in her business. But what I loved about what she did through Lemonade, I thought they were I don't know if you watched it live, but right when what song was that? Don't hurt yourself, don't play yourself, whatever. With the braids, blah blah blah, talking about fuck that nigga. Right towards the end when she said she forgive him and she learned, I was like, well, you know what? This was your venting. You made your art. You told us you were hurt. And you're like, you know what? But I'm making it work for my kids. And I was like, this is amazing. Like, that to me was a little bit different. I think it's different when people post things on Facebook or Instagram and say, we've had our hard times and blah, 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 but I love you and we're going to work through this. But you're going to screenshot the
screenshot
your
and all
dick
that
is
shit.
weak.
Like,
you trash.
ladies, you have to stop doing that. Don't let your emotions get to the best of you to where
we never
you essentially
feel bad.
make yourself look stupid, because 9 times out of 10 y'all bitches going right back to the nigga, whether it's a day later, a week later, a month later. You're eventually taking him back.
Right.
So,
listen, my ex cheated on me so much, and at the time he was paying for me to go to school, taking care of me. Sorry, I got hiccups. And I was letting him do the things that he was doing, including being a complete asshole and piece of shit to me, because I felt like I wasn't ready to be on my own yet. And the day I found out he cheated with that last bitch, bruh, the first day I went on Twitter and I was like, fuck this nigga, blah, 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 he's trash. And the reason I think I had to do it is because I knew if I put it out there in the world, I had to be accountable. I can't go back to this nigga. Now, what I did was super childish. I was, 20 years old at the time. But I knew in my mind, even at that time, if I do this, there's no way I can go back.
No, you can't.
And so it was funny because there were moments where he would just make it sound so peachy keen to be back with him. And I'm like, well, Twitter knows now. So they might have knew you was cheating on the low, maybe at the club,
but
maybe
now
a few
the
strippers,
public knows. Yeah, I would look stupid.
I can't believe she went back to his
But
ass.
I think it's too. That's more of a safety net, of a security thing. Like, and I think it's maybe women who don't have as big of egos as us, because I can't see myself publicly shitting on a person like that, just to go back with them.
I have a friend of mine, shout out to her really quick. She is my only Republican friend. I met her on Bumble BFF. She's a really sweet girl, and her boyfriend was such a piece of shit to her, calling her ugly when she wanted to break up with him, super controlling, and she's gotten back with him a few times. She screenshots me a text of where he said some terrible things to her, and she says, I want you to keep this in your phone if I ever think I'm going to get back with him. And I thought it was the sweetest thing because I knew that my opinion mattered to her. She wasn't going to blast it on Facebook, but she wanted me to know, to be like, bitch, come for me. I need you to see this. And that's what women really have to do sometimes. Like, bruh, remind me that this nigga ain't shit. Well, what her name is, Delicia, whatever the fuck. Bitch, you should have sent that to a friend.
Yeah, because that was just stupid.
A friend could have held you down better than the shade room.
Right. The Twitter.
Shit. Let me read some of our reviews. Yeah. A really nice one we've got just 2 days ago by NKEM87. Can't get enough with the banana. You girls are amazing. I've learned so much and have thoroughly enjoyed listening. You bring rawness and realness, and I appreciate you owning who you are sexually and being sexually in tune women. Keep doing your thing. This is the one and only podcast I get excited to listen to when the next episode is available. The pure, unadulterated pleasure, fun, and humor in one. That made me feel good because I have podcasts I wait for.
Yes. So, guys, if you do listen to us on iTunes, on SoundCloud, go ahead and hit that motherfucking follow button. And if you listen to us on iTunes, leave a review. Write a review. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know what you like. Let us know what guests you like, what episodes you like.
What kind of guests you would want,
You know what? Just let us know.
We're trying to work on getting a sideline hoe.
Clearly, I've listened.
Sorry, let me not use hoe.
I've listened to...
Chick.
some of the reviews, and I've adjusted my talking over motherfuckers. So let us know. We accept criticism in all forms. And
we accept them in emails more than we do reviews. Thank you very much.
Right. I would definitely like y'all to keep them shits off the reviews. Write us in the DM. We
really mean one like, y'all need to break up. We like okay.
Leave it out the reviews, bitch. Go ahead and email, DM us. Again, you can reach me on Twitter and Instagram at Full Court Pumps, and you can reach our Horrible Decisions page on Instagram at horrible_decisions. Another thing I wanted to go ahead and tell you guys, I am active on Twitter. So if you're listening to us and you guys maybe aren't as much on Instagram but love Twittering, we want to hear
or tweeting.
Yeah, I want to sit here and get you guys in the Twitter sphere. So please hashtag Horrible Decisions when you're listening to us, when you're talking about us. Sam Whiteout's followers did a great job with that, so I was able to keep up with who was listening and what people liked. And Topanga's boyfriend was called Corey on Boy Meets World, by the way.
Bro, why can we get
everybody kept coming like, it's Corey. Okay.
Damn, I watched The Proud Family. I wanted to give a shout out though really quick to our friends over at Threesome Anyone. Now they are a different kind of podcast. This is also a sex podcast, but it's a different point of view. You've got Princey, Bobby, and Dub. They are super cool. Dub is the unicorn that we had on, been a friend of both me and Mandy for 10 years almost. And Princey and Bobby used to date. They're both gay, which I think is so fucking cool.
I think that's a cool dynamic.
Dub is a polyamorous unicorn, bisexual, and it's kind of a different perspective. 2 gay men, 1 bisexual woman. They just kind of hash it out. They have really cool conversations. It is different from ours in terms of the way they talk about sex. They haven't had guests yet. They just kind of throw a topic out there and go ham on it, and I've really enjoyed listening to their perspective. So if you're up for something like that, it's Threesome Anyone on SoundCloud or iTunes. Yeah.
And where can the followers catch you?
Wheezy WTF on IG. By the way, one of you niggas wrote me on LinkedIn, and I would appreciate it if you wanted to fuck. You can maybe come at me on Instagram like a normal person. Thank you very much.
Well, y'all, that's it. We signing out.
Bye.
Bye.